because I know say I have school fee who are going to choke me. I have school fee who are going to hang me. I have one daughter who are going to hold me so high that I can't even miss with she. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to live on the bus stop in a cold country where I never go yet. I don't want that. Me willing to suck salt through wooden spoon. Do what me need for to tie my belly, tie up my you know what them. Yeah, tie them up and make sure knit up and knot up for make sure say she don't have to suffer and she passed the word. I'm saying, you say God, you're not easy. You really do easy at all. Hey dearies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Make me really feel good to know that you took the time out of your busy day, your schedule, to stop by to hear what I have to say. So why am I here today? How did I get here? What were the emotions? What is it that I'd like to talk about today? Well, it's a random video. I'm just here parked in a business place here. My son just called for me to come and pick him up, and I was singing a song earlier. Not sure if you're familiar, but when you go into church and you grew up into the church, them say, don't mind the voice. I'm going to sing a song. Don't mind the voice. Focus on the words. Yeah, don't focus on the voice, focus on the words. So here we go. He sees every weakness, every triumph. That's all. I say go. I don't know, but I know it say every mountain and sea, and he sees every teardrops, and he wipes them for me. So I started singing the song, and I don't know something wrong with me, but tears then near. Like this season, I'm in a season where I've been reflecting on God's goodness and how he has been positioning me and how he has been pruning, and whilst he's pruning, he's allowing me to grow, and he's allowing me to stretch and test new things, try new things, fall in love with new things, come up with different strategies, systemizing things. Sometimes I feel as though my brain keeps working, but God be Godding in all of this. And what happened today? Yeah, he has simply been amazing. So I've been off for this week. Apparently I have not taken enough vacation, even though I have been in my vacation bag. I still have a lot of days, so for a period I will be out. For a while, for a little bit I'll be out of office for a week for each month. I think that's it. Yeah. And even though I'm off, I'm not really off, because the nature of the job, you have to do it for look for swag one. So you're not really off, but you're off. And I was there thinking that I'm gonna take this month and do a little resting, work on some personal stuff, because but I have to make sure say little things go on, because December I got busy. And I thought to myself, so when I on vacation, I work more than when I'm doing at work. Yeah, for the 9 to 5 kind of work. And I thought about that, and then today, as I sat around the desk, I was gonna work on my LinkedIn profile today, because we're going places into 2025. Yes. A customer of mine who has a wedding scheduled for Saturday called and asked. No, he messaged and he asked if I was at work, and I called him back. Well, he messaged me from last night and he didn't say what, and he said, are you at work? And I called him back and I told him I'm not really a text person, just tell me what it is. And he asked if you're at work, and I'm like, I'm at work, I'm around the desk at my house and whatnot. And he told me what was up. Because of the inclement weather that we have been experiencing, he and his fiance will be moving the location, moving the original venue to another location where they have an option. If it begins to rain, they'll be able to move on the inside or whatnot. And I guess for some decorators they would be like no and start to think about the cost and yada yada yada. But for me, because I'm a servant at heart, money into it and stuff, however, my aim is to ensure that the customer is pleased. Because I'm available and Danisha is not available, I decided to go down. As I was driving down, I began to reflect on how it is I got where I am right now. How on God's earth did I end up? As these sales moving, how on earth did I end up transitioning from the sales boss, thinking everything sales, and here I am now, renting items, ideating, on calls, guiding persons through their nuptials, through the experience, planning, decorating, venues, hopping, shopping, you know, being considered that trusted person that people look up to on the day. I'm saying, you know, God, you're not easy. You really do easy at all. Fast, go, let us backtrack a little. Persons, if you're close to me, you know that I would have happened into this passion project or this hustle or whatnot on the side. I decided to, in 2022, my daughter Brittany was about to leave for college, and I decided to do a send-off party. And in doing that, I rented some items. In renting the items, I think I paid 17,000 something for the items that I rented, but I also bought a few things. At the end of it, the things that I bought, I had them. Then it was my daughter's 18th birthday, Ravinia. I decided to do a surprise party for her. This time I didn't rent a lot of stuff, I bought them. So at the end of the two parties, like a month apart, I ended up with some stuff. My god sister, who is into decorating, the party hookup, yes, my trusted partner, guide, creative, everything, does decor. And I thought, you know, instead of renting from other people, why not rent from me? That's how it started. So for years, you know, 1 or 2 occasions come, you rent things. However, you're not so focused on it because you're building a brand, you're growing as a leader, you're working on your leadership skills, you're impacting lives, you're doing all of that. You're serving God, you're being a parent, you're being a good friend, you're touching everything on your vision board, even throw back your hand into the dating ring, and you're date now, you know, because, you know, time for take on world. Because at the end of the day, I want to sit down upon the veranda and be by myself when the Pitney them gone about them business. Because one thing I can tell you in a later vlog, I'm going to tell you about it. Pitney, them I go upon them one. Them I go live them life. And like my two now who tell me so them now come home for Christmas because them say them now come home for Christmas because one, make sure tell me say she getting time and a half and a butter her eyes, so she shall remain nameless. The next one is going to stay because, you know, once them are work, you know, and money nice them also. For now, them are going to stay with them say. Yes, this time and a half, you. Yes, you, Miss R. Anyways, outside of that, I was, you know, purchasing and doing things little by little. I did a wedding in December last year. December, I think, 2023 or something. Yeah, 2023. I don't remember. I did a wedding. And in doing the wedding, it was low budget, whatnot. However, it was a kingdom couple. And I sowed a seed for the business in that couple. And I prayed to God, and I, like, throughout the process, I even gave them additional stuff because, you know, I felt led to do this And because I know if I do as the Lord commands, He usually honors, I was obedient. Still I continue, fast forward, do things in my corporate job, what's it not. And this year, August this year, you know, we used to hearing it's time when it's Christmas. I heard it's time, go. Go do what? That's when I decided to take it up a notch and give myself a challenge for the monthly revenue expected, what it is that I wanted to do. What was a random happenings, I think the weekend of the 28th of August or something to that effect, that I was able to narrow down the niche of people that I wanted to serve, and I left it in God's hands. But looking back, I remember even in the acquisition of this vehicle, I was in a stage or in a phase of my life where I was told, you are being considered. You are being considered. So even if I'm not in the room, God made sure that my name was in the room because of something that I would have done before, an act or favor or a deed or a smile, the fact that I helped somebody with something. God ensured that my presence was in the room even in my absence. I remember when minister called and, well, she texted and we had the conversation about the vehicle, and you know, she said something after. I'll go in details about it in a later vlog. And at the time, love is, there is, friends, family, getting a new vehicle was never on the table at that time. Because I know say, I have school fee who are going to choke me. I have school fee who are going to hang me. I have one daughter who are going to hold me so high that I can't even miss with she. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to live on the bus stop in a cold country where I never go yet. I don't want that. Me willing to suck salt through wooden spoon, do what me need for do, tie my belly, tie up my you know what them, yeah, tie them up and make sure knit up and knot up to make sure say she do have to suffer, and she passed the worst. Whilst my day here, she passed the worst. And I would do that for any child. But that one year, very dear to me. Ravinia, very, 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 very. My first home fruit, first, you know, first. So she have a very special place. Anyways, doing all of that. And then, car come. We'll work it out and we say, alright, this is what we're going to do, yada, yada, yada. But then, may I come on, would you believe that this vehicle has now been, this vehicle is one of the main modes of transportation for my business? The back can drop down, back carry chair. The back can drop down. I'm able to comfortably buy things, pick up things, do the shipping runs and whatnot. Pick up a Mari, you know, right here, so always full of things. And so like my front seat, very rare people sit down on it because things always, they don't, their packages, things always before delivery, dropping off stuff for customers, serving people. And from time to time, you know, say, we give people ride to work and school and whatnot. And I'm like, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. Many are the plans of man, but it's the Lord's plans that will prevail. You know, like, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. And in all your ways acknowledge Him and He will direct your path. And you know, the little words and stuff keep coming back to me. And I'm here like, you know, say, God, you know, easy. You saw where I would have been today and started making preparations. No, the amount of kingdom couples that have asked for my services. Kingdom people can married and them not for break the bank and the wedding them can look good. Yeah, them don't have to do balloon and the, you know, the balloon them tie up on chair and so. Yeah man, them not have to do them something there. Them don't have to delay the love and delay the ceremony and delay the fairy tale wedding because I am now here. Who would have thought that the skills that I would have acquired throughout my regular 9 to 5 would be what my customers are now raving about now? Yeah man, them are rave about it. When them talk about the customer service, the impeccable way in which I treat every customer, they feel as though they're the only person in the world. Yeah man, those things, those skill sets I would have learned along the way throughout my regular 9 to 5. So I will never ever discount my 9 to 5 because the skill sets, the attitude to detail, the attitude to excellence, the attitude to autographing your work with quality, the attitude to, you know, becoming better and serving your fellow customers, it translates to your regular business. So for all of the people who out there who depend, I can't wait for work, for stop work for people. But I can't wait for stop work for people. I can't bother. You see me enough for all of this foolishness because, you know, when I work for myself, I have to think about this. I have to do. I'm telling you something. Let me tell you something. You see, when you work for yourself, especially in the first 1 to 4 years or 3 years, you is everybody. Yes, everybody head cook, buckle wash, everything, and you can't stop. And there's no stopping. Then, in addition to all of that, you have to make sure so you pay a salary. Salary have to pay. So all the skill sets that you sometimes discount and you can't be bothered with, when it's your business, you have to show up and you have to ensure that everything is sorted out. All right, we're here now, and I'm sitting in the parking lot and I'm reflecting. A whole heap of tears me cry. I'm not done ball yet because my tears them near. And all of this I'm doing so that my mother Webb's Decor will be better off in her latter years. And my daughter, who would have gone through her 4 more formative years because under my care, I will be in a position to help her set her straight in the first part of her adult or former years, or you get the gist, something like that. All of this rambling is pretty much saying there is nothing that you go through today that is not a part of God's big plan. As irrelevant as the experience is, as heartbreaking, as heart-wrenching as it is, as traumatic as it is, God no make mistake. Him no make mistake. The man perfect and always right. Me no know. What a God is? Yes, that's the kind of God that we serve. That's our friend, teacher, savior, you know, protector, healer. Listen, man of the man. So if you're at a crossroads now and you're trying to figure out, why am I learning this? Why do I need to know this? I don't want to learn that. I don't want to know this. Just know, say, knowledge gain can't too much. However, I'll go further and say, if you gain the knowledge and you don't use it, it becomes useless. You can't learn too much, yet still, if you learn it and you like it and you don't use it, it not even make sense. Some like look at pretty things, make give ideas, me do all of the things them, but if me don't use it, it don't make sense. And nothing not happen by chance. A lot to be said. I said a lot a while ago, I forgot to pick up my son at 3:18 now. I know him stay him call already. And mommy, yeah, and his voice I get deep, you know. Long time I didn't see him come on here. I have a lot of videos in my phone. I need to do a clean. However, I'll do so over time. Keep trusting, keep believing, keep holding on to. Your time will come. I'm building something and I'm trusting God that He will guide and direct my path. Until next time, thank you so much for joining. And if you have not subscribed as yet, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button. I will be doing more of these random videos. Put my thoughts out there, put them in a space, may be able to encourage somebody. And if this is your vibe and you like this, stick around. Until then, bye. The word is love.